Our Heavenly Father is intimately involved in and watching over our lives on a daily basis. I want to share with you two practical experiences that I had this past month to illustrate this most powerful biblical concept. About a year ago, I identified a young man on my daughter's track squad. He is a stellar athlete, but beyond that, he appeared to have a pure heart. His spirit exuded moral excellence. 2 weeks ago, I saw this boy walking home from school with his dad. It was a powerful image that I captured. His father had his arm wrapped around his son's shoulder, and his son was just looking at his dad intently, talking to him. I could only imagine what he was sharing with his father. He probably was talking to him about the challenges that he faced that day, maybe some of the obstacles, he had to overcome while being on the track that afternoon. Nevertheless, it was a powerful sight for me to observe because it quickly reminded me of the dimension that I have as a son of God with my Heavenly Father, who's intimately involved in my life. The second experience that I had this month was with my eldest son, AJ. AJ at the front end of the month asked me if I would come out to school so I could watch him play football with his friends. So I made the time and I went out to his school and I did it. Walked out onto the grounds and sat down at the picnic bench. It was so awesome to see AJ's reaction when he identified my presence on the ground. His chest kind of stuck out a little bit, not in an arrogant sense, but in the sense of confidence. He was thinking, man, my dad's here now. Watch me play football. I'm really going to show off. He probably played harder that day, ran faster, threw the ball farther than on any other day because he knew that his daddy was there. Daddy's presence on that ground gave him a confidence and an energy to play like he had never played before. Your Heavenly Father is no different than the man walking home with his boy that afternoon from school. He's intimately involved in your life. He's actively engaged with you. He wants to walk with you. He wants to talk with you. He wants to listen to you and the challenges and obstacles that you're facing. He is a personal, loving Father who is not distant and far away from you. No, he's close at hand. He's with you in your comings and goings each and every day. And second, your Heavenly Father is watching over you like I was watching over my son that afternoon playing football with his friends. Just knowing that as a child of God should give you confidence that your dad is watching over you. It should stimulate you to get out of the boat and take a risk, man. Don't be afraid to fail because your dad is with you and he's going to help you accomplish the dreams that he has put in your heart. What a powerful thing. Not only that, but knowing that your dad is watching over you ought to release within you an energy to play, man, like you've never had before. You need to have fun as a child of God and know that it's okay as his son or daughter to have fun. Play hard like you've never played before because Daddy is watching you. Now, listen, if you're watching this video, whether it's this evening where you're at or this morning, and you're not a Christian, you may be thinking, man, I got no idea what this guy is talking about. But I kind of like some of the things I'm hearing. You're not a Christian. You don't know this terminology called child of God or son of God. That's okay. Listen, I want to engage you. You can email me at pureheartfellowship@yahoo.com with any questions that you might have or comments that you'd like to make, and I'll reply to you. You can send me a note on Facebook, comment on my Facebook page, and I'll comment back to you. You can follow me on Twitter at AaronHaig09, and you can comment on my tweets. You can ask me questions through direct messaging on Twitter, and I'll get back to you. But nevertheless, I want to encourage you, my viewer of this video, that your Father in heaven is intimately involved in your life. He's watching over you. Take comfort in knowing that you have a dad who cares for you. Take comfort in knowing that you have a dad who has the answers to the challenges that you are facing. Have a great night and be blessed.